Good morning, guys. Cheers. Having my superfood shake, finishing it up. Normally I'm done with it by now, but I have a coffee chat in my coach sneak peek group where we go live with the coffee chat. So I'm not going to be doing my workout right away. Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. But probably not because it's cardio and I have to jump around and I will have a belly full of shake. Good morning, Valerie. So, okay, good morning, Mom. This specific live is just to my lady friends. We are going to be talking about being ladies and how difficult it can be mentally, hormonally, everything. And obviously I'm referring to it with this health journey. I've been struggling a little bit with that like feeling. Like my stomach just doesn't feel settled and it feels fluffy and I really don't, I know I don't have a big belly, but it feels fluffy, it feels bloated. And me and my best friend, we've been chatting about it, for the past 2 days, because we're both feeling the same way. And I was like, I don't get it. Like the other day I stepped on the scale, the number was really low and I was feeling good, and now I'm just I feel bloated. I feel, heavy. So I figured I cannot be the only woman that goes through this on, a monthly, sometimes daily time frame. And speaking of my bestie, she just finished her workout. My watch just gave me a notification. So for me, I felt that this was a topic that needed to be discussed. It's a topic that doesn't get discussed very often, like it's taboo or something. So I wanted to talk about it because as women, our bodies go through so many changes that it really hinders weight loss. It hinders that lean feeling. And it makes this journey harder because our mind gets all fucked up. Pardon my French, but it does, and it messes with us, and it makes us feel certain ways in weird ways, right? So I'll tell you where I'm at, and you guys give me some thumbs, some hearts if you're feeling the same. Last night, I wasn't even hungry for dinner, so I didn't eat. Lately, I've been really just trying to eat when I'm hungry, but make sure I'm keeping that every couple hours. I'm trying to be mindful. I do start to get hungry after that every couple hours, but I don't like to force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. If anything, I'd have a shake, but even last night I didn't want to do a shake. My stomach felt bloated. It felt like 2 times its size. But just right now, I think I'm at the point where it's not the normal monthly feels. I think my body is going through that change that us women hate, because that means we're getting older. I've noticed a lot of different things with my body that are letting me know I'm going through that change. I do need to call the doctor and get blood work to confirm it, but I don't know if I want to know. So with that, I feel like I'm having a hard time with keeping my stomach looking and feeling lean. There's one day I can wake up and I feel like, damn, I feel good and my stomach's lean and look at the cuts and everything else. And then the very next morning or later that afternoon, I could feel like a beached whale. And I feel like my stomach is big and swollen, and it's just weird. It's just like a roller coaster. And then I start messing with my mind, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I need to do something different with my food, and which I did. I tried. I was taking a nutrition course. Hey, Sylvia, I messaged you this morning. So I was taking a nutrition course just to learn a little bit more about different types of nutrition, and I was doing it for a little bit. Been doing it for a few weeks, and I felt good for a week or so, and then I started feeling that bloated feeling again. So I realized it wasn't my food that was making me feel that way. It must be the fact that maybe I need to get more sleep. It's probably hormonal. So I figured, let's chat about it. We chat about everything else. Let's chat about it. Because as a woman on this journey, it can get complicated in the sense, hey Mandy, it could be complicated in the sense because we're working so hard, we're not cheating on our food, you know, we're 100% dialed in, but yet you don't feel it from here to here. Everything else feels great. We feel strong in our arms, our legs feels good, but it's usually the butt and the stomach that we feel as ladies. And hey AIM, and when we're at that point, it's like we go back and forth. And like when I first messaged Amy about it, she was like, you work so hard. Don't be so hard on yourself. You bust your ass. You eat good. You work out. You need to enjoy. And I was like, no, I totally agree with you. But it's mind fucking me because I haven't cheated, but I feel this way. Like, if I'm going to feel this way, I want it to be because I had a big ass bowl of ice cream. You know, so it was like messing with me. Hey Jen, it was totally messing with me because I had been really dialed into the nutrition, not drinking, not eating ice cream, not eating cookies, and I was feeling like that. So that's why it was kind of messing with me. Hey Stephanie, because there was no cheats. So it's really hard with all of our hormonal changes, whether it's just the once a month Shark Week that gets you all hormonal, because think about it. When that comes around, you have the extra water retention. You feel fluffy. As Amy and I like to say, we feel like we swallowed a tire and it's right here, like in the back. You feel fluffy in your back. You feel fluffy in your core. So you feel like you swallowed a tire. I don't know if anybody else remembers, but when I was little, the bathing suit that was like a life jacket bathing suit, we didn't have the armies. It was a one-piece bathing suit that legit had a tire right here. So I always like reflect and mentally think of that tire. So when Shark Week comes around and you're feeling like you swallowed that tire, it really screws with your mind. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? I was doing so great. I felt so good a couple days ago. Like I was on point. Like I could wear a half top and just strut the shit. You know what I mean? Like you feel amazing. And then Shark Week comes and it's like a couple days before and you start to feel, you feel like this. You know, like you swallow, hey puppies. You feel like you swallowed the tire. You feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna feel that way, right? Yes, and you feel worn out. So you're exhausted. You feel fat, okay? So I have found that some of those feelings are subsided when you really up your water game when that's happening. It just helps flush a lot of it out, and then you're really, really focused in on nutrition. But that doesn't make it not come at all. Sometimes maybe those feelings don't come, but then mentally like depression and stuff comes. So if it's not one thing, it's the other. And I don't even know which one would be better. But because the fluffiness goes there. So now let's speak to my older women. Maybe Shark Week is coming too often because you're going through the change of life. Mine, not to get too TMI with you guys, but I'm totally transparent as always. Last month it was 3 times. So it was like for the whole freaking month. So the whole month I felt like that. And it's so discouraging. And that's what makes this journey so hard for women. Woman? I could speak. So hard for women. I'm like a caveman. So hard for women because we always have that fluffy feel. We always feel like we look fluffy or look a specific way. When people look at us and they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. Your results are amazing. Or my husband's like, you're hot. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see what you see. I'm like, it's nothing for you to see, really. It's a feeling inside. It sucks away all the I can do it confidence. Yes, exactly. You feel defeated. And Q, relax. You feel completely defeated because you're busting your ass. You're sweating your ass off in your workouts every day. You're drinking the water you're supposed to drink. You're drinking the shake you're supposed to drink. You're following your foods, which I am going back to my bracelets. I'm going to have a couple days of rebooting my gut, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to tell you guys how I do it. You know, you're not cheating. You're doing good. You're not drinking and all this stuff, but you still feel like you have 5 pounds to lose or more. and you feel so defeated. You're like, well, then what am I doing this for? And you just want a whole bowl of ice cream. Like, if I'm going to feel this way, let it be because of cookies and ice cream. Not because I'm doing really good. So it's been messing with my mind for a couple days because I'm going through that change of life, and because, you know, the big M word is sneaking up on me. You know, I don't know when Shark Week's supposed to come, because it comes when it's supposed to, but then it comes extra times. So, like, this is around the time that it should. Hey, Lisa. So that's probably why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, but I don't know. I have no clue. So, hello, my grand peeps. I see you guys hopping on. Hey, Eva, how are you? Good morning. So, I just wanted to talk about this because I know all my ladies out there are going through the same shit. And I'm always transparent. I always talk about what's going on. I talk about taboo topics. It doesn't matter to me. So I figured this was what we needed to talk about. So I was starting to feel that way. Now I realize it's because menopause is coming on. And it's not because of my food. Because I thought, oh, maybe I'm having like some sort of inflammation with my food. Maybe, you know, and I wasn't eating anything different. So I'm like, maybe a food I eat doesn't agree with my stomach, so let me try this other nutrition plan. Let's see how it works. Well, it was doing good at the beginning, and now I'm having the same feelings. So that's telling me it's not really my food. So I'm going to go back to my bracelets, but I'm going to reboot my gut. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to utilize my superfood shake. It's got a lot of probiotics, prebiotics, and all of that for gut health. And this morning I added my extra boost of gut health. So I'm going to do kind of like a little reboot, a little refresh, so to speak, with my shake. And I'm going to do a few shakes throughout the day and then have a nice, healthy, balanced dinner. Whether it be a salad, something light, for a couple days, and kind of reboot and then go back to my containers. And I am going to go to the lowest plan and some sea moss. I'll have to look at that. So somebody wrote that on Instagram. Sorry, my Facebook people can't see it. I forget. Somebody wrote and some sea moss. Eva did actually. And I'm gonna start with the lowest plan, which I want to say is like 1,200 calories. And go with that. Wear my bracelets again, and just stay on track with the every few hours, making sure that I'm putting something in my body. The Time Nutrition really worked for me when I did the 80-day program. So I'm going to go back to what worked, and I'm going to work on other things that can help me hormonally. I know for me, a lot of water really helps. Stephanie, what do you mean? How about if you're sick? You're meaning when you actually have like a head cold and you're on this journey? Elaborate a little more on that question so I can answer it for you. So I'm going to do a little reboot, and I'm going to go back to my bracelets. I have them all ready. I recalculated and I have them all ready, but I'm not going to wear them for a couple days. I'm not going to wear them for a couple days. That way I can do, like I said, a little reboot on my stomach. When I am not hungry for dinner, something's wrong. Okay, so are you wanting to know what I do on the journey when I have a head cold? Because I will tell you that, if that is exactly what your question is. So I'm going to do a little reboot, because it was an eye-opener for me, the fact that my parents were over. I cooked a yummy, yummy chicken French onion dinner for everyone, and I sat there and had a glass of water. Actually, a big Flanagan's cup of water. And they're like, you're not going to eat? I'm like, I'm just not hungry. My stomach feels a little uneasy, so I can't eat when my stomach's uneasy. So things are definitely going on. I am going to get my blood work done just so I can find out, but I am going to do some research on things that can help the hormonal balance. I know there's some oils that help with hormonal balance that I can kind of put here throughout the day. I know there's one for women called Whisper. Premenopause sucks. I feel sick from the sugar high when I decide never know appetite. Yeah, okay. So I know it's premenopausal stuff for me as well. No appetite. I do get, it hasn't been too bad at nighttime, which normally I get really, really like night sweats during Shark Week. And those kind of have gone away with the premenopausal stuff. But I am like, I could stand in my garage just to put a leash on one of the dogs. And I'm sweating. So definitely isn't fun. But when you're premenopausal, if it's Shark Week and you're not premenopausal, no matter what it is, a woman on this journey, it's hard, because what is our biggest and hardest spot to get change on our body? Shabam, right here. We carry babies here, we go through Shark Week here, like there's all sorts of stuff going on right here, you know, and even men have not so good gut health, or they have leaky gut and all of that stuff. So you got your gut, you got your woman parts, you got everything right here. This is the hardest part for us, and this is the part that we pick apart. We have to remember what our bodies go through all the time. Childbirth, you know, becoming a woman, becoming an older woman, all of those changes, it really does affect. So things that I'm trying out, more sleep, I'm upping my water game, and I'm upping my shakes for a couple days just to kind of get that gut health. But Stephanie, to answer your question about a head cold, when I'm on this journey and I have a head cold, it's one of two ways. I drink my shake every day. A lot of times if I feel the head cold coming on, I double up my shakes, because I want to pump all the vitamins, because remember, these shakes are full of vitamins and nutrients. So thanks to this, watch, I'll get a head cold now, but I'm going to knock on my cabinets, my counter, my own head. I have gotten sick once in 6 years. And that's when that crazy ass flu that was all over the news went around, and I only got a head cold. I didn't get the flu. And I thank this. But when I have a head cold, I double up my shakes to pump those vitamins to help. I up my water gain. If I have a fever, I do not do one of my press play hardcore workouts. I'll do a yoga workout. Maybe I'll do like one of the dancing workouts, or I'll do a walk. I do some sort of an activity, because it's hard when you have a fever. If I don't have a fever and it's just a head cold, I try to push through a workout, because it kind of helps sweat it out, and especially if you're stuffy, it helps, because my nose is running when I do cardio, so it helps get all that crap out of my nose. So I still stay on my journey, but I listen to my body. And that's basically what this live is about, listening to our bodies. My body is trying to tell me things are changing, and it really doesn't have anything to do with my food. So I know that I was on point with my food. I'm going back to what worked with me, was my containers, not worrying about tracking macros and all that crazy crap. That's what I've been doing, is tracking my macros and learning about all of that. And to me, these bracelets are so much easier, because guess what? My calories and macros are counted. I just got to wear these little tiny things. So I'm going to go back to what worked for me, get my gut health straight, you know, reboot it. Lisa said blood test is what I'm following on progesterone meds just to bring cycle on. Crazy still don't come. Yeah. Well, your cycle's not coming. Mine's coming 3 times a month. Oh, we don't even like it for 1 time a month, okay? Last month was crazy. I had gone to the doctor for my yearly checkup. I'm like, I've already had it twice this month, and then I got it again after. So she told me I do need to come back for an ultrasound and blood work if it happens again. So we'll see what happens this month, but I am going to go get the blood work done and the ultrasound done, just to make sure it's that and not something going on with my ovaries. But the change in you was astonishing. Oh, thank you so much. So even with, and this is something I want to talk about too now that it was brought up on my Instagram, even with my body going through these changes, because obviously it's not like this. My body must have been slowly going through the premenopausal stuff, which I noticed each month, you know, little things here and there. I won't get in detail, but you can notice little things that things are changing. Even with that, I am friggin' excited. I don't know if you guys saw, but if you didn't, you need to go on to my personal page has it, my business page that I'm on live right now has it, my Instagram page has it. I put up my result pictures from the 8-week program, which was 4 workouts a week, and then I would do 2 to 3 short runs just to have movement. I like active recovery days. I'm not one that just likes to rest and do nothing. I either go for a walk or something. Even with the change of life happening, I got great results, and I got great results in my core. So this lifestyle helps with all of that. You know, I thought I would be super, super bitchy going through the change of life. If you ask my husband, he probably will say I have been, but I don't think I've been that bad. But you know, I have been a little sensitive probably, but not towards him, towards other things. But I honestly, wholeheartedly believe that the journey that I'm on is helping. But you still have that mindset of feeling frumpy and feeling like you swallowed that tire. And it's hard to get that feeling gone. So I'm just going to up my water game. I'm going to up my sleep game. Even if I have to take that 30-minute meditated nap that my girl Jennifer was telling me about. It's on YouTube, and you press play and it takes you to like that meditated nap state. And it does like 3 little dings at the end. And then with those 3 little dings, it wakes you up. So I need to get back on doing that throughout the day. Like if I know I didn't get to bed by like 9, which I should. If I'm getting up at 5:30, I should be in bed by 9. But I definitely have felt more tired than normal. So thank God for this and my little extra energy boost that I put, because there is natural energy in my shake already, but I add a little boost to it. But I have felt more tired than normal, like midday, which normally my energy stuff will sustain me. It helps. I'm not like, I'm gonna pass out tired, but I'm a little less uppity like I am right now. And I'm not super moody, which I know is one of the things with premenopause and menopause. So I'm not super moody, but I can say that I've been going in and out of darkness thoughts, sadness thoughts, like just feeling sad or depressed, you know, with certain things, where normally I can get myself out of it. So I'm diving into more personal development to help me with that. So upping my personal development game, upping my water game. Today I'm upping my shake game for either today or tomorrow. I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow morning when I wake up, because sometimes just doing it for one day can really help, like just reboot my gut health. So I can get back into my containers. I just feel like I need that little reboot. And then I think that's it, and my sleep game. So I just wanted to chat with my ladies because I know how frustrating it can be, and I don't think you guys realize, that I go through the same things. I know that when I would watch people that were on this journey before I started, I just thought they had all their shit together. Their life was rainbow and butterflies, and you know, they didn't go through the same problems I went through. And this is why I like to share these things with you guys, because I go through it. I'm going through it right now. I mean, I go through it every month, but I'm going through it because I'm assuming it's premenopausal. It could be menopause 100%. That I don't know until I go to the doctor. But it's happening. And there is nothing I could do about it except educate myself, see what things I can help myself with the hormonal, mental part of it. There's not much I can do with the bloating part except, like I said, up my water game. And just trial and error different things. This journey for women, being on this health journey. Hey, Candy. How's the little one? So, no, I'm not 50. I'm only 42. My mom started the change of life at 41. But this journey is a trial and error thing for us ladies. It's figuring out what works for our body, because everybody's different. Everybody's hormones are different. Everybody's bodies are different. Our insides work differently. Some people break certain foods down differently. Some people don't even break certain foods down, and they end up with leaky gut or health problems, you know, stomach issues. So it's a lot of trial and error. But for us ladies, that trial and error is a little bit harder. And you do not look 52, girlfriend. And we have to be patient with ourselves. We have to remind ourselves what our bodies go through all the time. Whoever on my Instagram just said, please strip. How about you get the fuck off my story? And I'm sorry for all the other people that I just cursed this person out, but that's disgusting. Get a life. So, for the ladies that are going through these things, we have to remind ourselves what our bodies go through, what our bodies do on a daily, on a monthly, you know. It's amazing that our body can bring another life into this world. So we have to remember that. And we have to really be mindful of that and really work on different things. So those are just a couple tips I wanted to share with you on some changes that I'm going to make, like upping my water game, my sleep, doing a few shakes today to just reboot my gut health. Those are things that you guys can try if you're feeling those ways. If you're not drinking this shake, it's okay. You don't have to. If you want to, you know who to contact to try it out. But it does help me. It's a great way for me to reboot my gut when I'm feeling this way. And it takes away some of that fluffy feeling doing that. But those are some tips of maybe doing a little meditation throughout the day to kind of just rest your body, upping your water, even more than just the half. Like, that's one thing I'm noticing the change. I'm always feeling dehydrated, always feeling like dry mouth, like I'm really thirsty, like I haven't drank at all today. Meanwhile, I've already had 16 ounces of water and then the 8 or 10 that's in this. So those are just some tips of things that I'm going to be doing to help myself that I found do help around that Shark Week. So I'm hoping that it helps with the premenopause, menopause, or whatever my body's going through. So I will give you guys feedback. I'll let you know if it's helping. But those are some tips that I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm going to try. So for my ladies out there that are going through that, try it. See if it helps you too. But I'm going to hop off because I got about 10 minutes and I got to go live into my coaching group to chat about this business, what I do, how I help people, and how I don't need to know it all in order to do it. So if anyone's interested in hearing that, just comment below you're interested. I'll throw you over into that group so you can get live with us and hear all the things that we have to talk about. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for supporting me and chatting with me. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yes, definitely tell your sister. And if she's on Instagram or Facebook, have her find me. Have her follow me. She can get on these lives. If not, she can email me. We could chat if she needs some other tips. I would love to help her. So I want you guys to have a great, great day. And remember, there's always things that we can do to feel better. So if I could do it and I could try it and do trial and error and figure it out, so can you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.